All right.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's Restaurant News Networking meeting. Today is May the 31st, and we are a group of restaurant vendors who are here to keep each other up and to help each other grow our businesses, and also to help any restaurant owner, or manager, chef, or bar owner who might have a question or a situation that they want to get cleared up to bring it to us as a group of experts in the industry with hundreds of years of experience. We're willing to help anybody that comes with us for a question. If you'd like to reach us, give us a call at 561-620-8888, or go to our website at trnusa.com. Our June issue is up and running with the featured centerfold of Atlanta. And take a look at our YouTube page, which is Today's Restaurant, where we have over 325 videos, and you can also reach it from our website. And good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Has everybody recovered from this week?
No, don't be silly.
No, still going. After we get done, I still have a few more clients and the weekend does start. So yeah, it's been a very busy week for us here.
Us too.
Well,
Yeah.
let's let everybody know who we are, and Brian Auerbach, why don't you start us off?
Good morning, everyone. I'm Brian Auerbach with InfoSync Business Process Outsourcing. So we are a outsourcer of accounting and payroll services, mostly in the restaurant space, multi-unit restaurants. We basically help folks with people, process, and technology so they can focus on running the restaurant and not having to worry about all that back of house stuff that's super annoying. And we usually do it at a better cost point than them doing it themselves or having their own employees do it. Again, Brian Auerbach with InfoSync. And my number is 786-670-1027. And my email is Brian, BRIAN .Auerbach, AUERBACH @ISSVC.com.
Thank you. Let's keep it with the Bryans.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. I'm Brian with Rogue Financial Group. We are a commercial equipment financing company. Been in the industry for many years. I work primarily in the hospitality industry, restaurants, bars, breweries, convenience stores, and other industries. We will finance startups, small projects, large projects. We work all over the country. I can be reached at 404-723-7222. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Ed, good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. My name is Ed Gerton with Seacoast Sales, located in Orange Park, Florida, which is just outside of Jacksonville. We are an equipment supply company that specializes in frozen dessert equipment. We have soft serve machines by Carpigiani, batch freezers by Carpigiani, display cases by ESA and GTI Design and IFI, whipped cream machines, slushy machines. Primarily service the Southeast United States. You can reach me at 904-334-4489. Thank you.
Hey, thank you. Mike, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm Mike Sardone with Spot On Point of Sale Systems. We are a cloud-based point of sale technology company that helps grow your business and partner with you. Main goal for us is to be transparent and help you grow your business over being a point of sale system. We help retain clients, boost profitability, and then also enhance your employee experience. A lot of different solutions we can do for you. There's a multitude. We have labor management platforms, DoorDash delivery platform,
Muting platform.
Mike Sardone. I can be found at mike.sardone, SARDONE, at spoton.com. And my number is 678-231-2279.
Okay, thank you. And Jeff, good morning.
Good morning, everyone. My name's Jeff Scott, a food service consultant with foodservicepride.com, located in Atlanta, Georgia, focused on supporting college and university dining programs, restaurant companies, and hospitality companies. I bring 35 plus years of operational and business development experience to the consulting role. We look to help businesses thrive, really looking at operational efficiencies, business performance, growing the business for you. So I can be reached at jscott@foodservicepride.com or 607-280-8689. Thank you.
Thank you. Charles, good morning.
Good morning. My name's Charles Hay. I'm with On the Fly Food Safety. We teach the Serve Safe Manager course in 4 hours. We have a couple of different dates coming up. I have June 10th down in Fort Lauderdale, June 17th in Miami, and June 18th in Orlando. But if you need me on the fly, just give me a call at 904-923-2577 or email me at info@ontheflyfoodsafety, and we'll come to you.
Okay, thank you. Steve, good morning.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Steve Whitehill with Anchor Business Brokers. Excuse me. We help people buy and sell businesses of all sorts, restaurants included. And today, I want to tell you about a restaurant I have for sale. It's one of 53 restaurants where where you can make over $300,000 in income a year. This one actually on sales of $1.6 million makes $445,000, and you can buy this for $1.1 million. And this has been SBA approved, so you really only have to put $100,000 in cash down, and the rest of it they'll finance. So it's just really a great opportunity. And it's a 10-year-old American-style restaurant. It has 7 full-time employees, 23 part-timers, and 2 managers. So this is just really a wonderful opportunity. And it has, by the way, it's actually a good deal because it has a 4COP license, which means it can sell all sorts of alcohol and so on. So that's actually adds value because that license alone is worth a couple $100,000. So there are all sorts of opportunities. This is just one. Steve Whitehill, Anchor Business Brokers. I can be reached at 561-376-7500. And my email address is steve@anchorbb.com. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Rick, good morning.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday to you all. My name is Rick Israel. I'm the principal of the South Florida Affiliate Health Insurance. We are a independent brokerage firm. Our main niche is Medicare, but we also help in the small, medium, and large group area for your ancillary benefits, voluntary benefits, along with health insurance based in Georgia and in Florida. We are a small outfit. We started in South Florida, and now we have expanded into Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, South Carolina, Mississippi, and Colorado. I can be reached at area code 256-937-2537, and my email address is rickbamainsurance@gmail.com.
Okay, thank you. Chris, good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Chris Kaufman, Restaurant All-Stars. We provide human capital to increase the financial capital of your restaurant. We work on behalf of the restaurant owners to bring them the talent that they are looking for. They'll tell us the profile, exactly how many years experience, what kind of background, and then we go out in the marketplace to find this type of background and that type of experience to bring it to the client company. And it's very efficient for them because they don't have to wade through some phony baloney resumes. We'll take care of the phony balonies, and we'll bring the talent to them. We recruit aces for great places. most of our work is the restaurant industry, whether it's fast food, full service. Actually, right now we have a hybrid situation with a company that has both. And they're on the move and they're looking for a multi-unit player, 6-figure opportunity. And it's based in Atlanta. So there's a lot of Atlanta people we are speaking with this week. And the convenient way to reach us is just remember Restaurant All Stars at 404 All Star. Don't even look at your phone. It's just really simple. 404-255-7827. That's what it was last week. That's what it is this week. 404 All Star. And thank you for stopping by.
Thank you. TRN Terry.
You know, you're an evil man.
Who?
Put me in this.
If
Howard?
anybody can follow Chris, it's you.
It's Terry.
Yeah.
Terry. Oh, yeah. No. Hi, everyone. My recent job position is I've been challenged to go out and find on at least one corner of 4 corners, 1 to 2 places that are still open. Now, I have to tell you, that's a pretty easy job because many of the restaurants are closed. But I do have several of your business cards and brochures. I've asked everyone to send them to me so that I can leave them with the people that are opening the new places. And if they don't have that, I put them in the slots. So if I have your business cards, I can put them in the slots with the other ones. There are a lot of new restaurants coming in, and it's not limited to Boca. It's all over South Florida. We're getting so many leads now that it is insane. My lead sheet this month it might even top the 90 again. I don't know, but there's a lot. They're working on it, and I got to tell you, things are coming in. One place closes, right behind them, there's another place. For example, right here on Power Line and Palmetto, people that live around here, Steve probably knows Cannoli Kitchen. Well, Cannoli Kitchen changed over to Angela's Pizza. So you go by there, it says Angela's Pizza. Is it the same owners? I don't know. I'm going in with business cards. I'm sure they're going to change something out, whatever it is they may need your services. After all, you do it all. So if anybody needs anything, I've got my sheet. I know who does what. If I have business cards, I can certainly hand them out. Brian sent me a nice little stack of his. I got some from what's his name, and the next group that does the kitchen equipment.
John.
Yeah, I need your business cards. Just drop maybe a dozen in the mail to me, hand them to me if you see us, whatever it is. But without those, people want those cards in their hand. So what I do basically is do the lead reports monthly. We just got more renewals. I get calls every day. How do you find this? How do you get this? And then you'll get a call from somebody that says, oh, I really need this lead. How do I get a hold of the owner? It's not on here. It's just, the office. So then we dig a little further trying to find the owner, because it's franchised. So it's very difficult sometimes to get the franchised phone number and emails, but we really do get a lot of them. So those reports are done and out by the 10th of the month in Florida. Way too many to count now. It's a ton of work and 6 days a week and sometimes 7, but that is what I do. So if you want a sample report, Terry at trnusa.com. Have a fabulous weekend as I will be working. Very tired. Thank you. There, Chris, did I top you, sir?
Yes, totally.
Somebody has to make a living.
Hey,
Oh,
I'm tired just listening to what she does.
we're out to eat at country clubs while I sit here and work.
Exactly.
hey, Terry
Yes.
and Jeff, this is something I'm trying to find some information on it, but I keep seeing it on my pop up on Facebook. It's in Chamblee, and they're trying to franchise. I think they only got one location, but they're trying to franchise. It's called the Bronx Bagels Boogie.
Oh, yeah. They've got 3 of them coming in. They're actually from New York. I have them.
Okay.
And they're here.
There's one
I
right
thought it was
near
just
here.
I thought it was a local person that was doing this.
No. They are, hold on. Actually,
There's one on Power Line Road.
yeah,
Okay.
there's a line and they are franchising. Hold on. Here it is. Okay, are you talking about the Bronx House Pizza or Bronx Bagel Deli?
Bronx Bagel Deli.
Okay, hold on.
I don't know if you're go ahead.
I can get that for you if you want it through my.
He has it.
They're at here, hold on. They're at 54 54 and 94 Peachtree Road, which is on the back side of Chamblee. It runs along where the railroad tracks are.
Okay. So what do you need on that?
No, I'm just telling you. I was just because of Jeff, he kind of wanted looking for some franchises and some consulting there. Because
Deerfield here, Deerfield Beach, Bronx.
No, it's not the same one, obviously.
Then
there'll probably be some trademark infringement somewhere. We'll have to talk to Elliot about that.
Everything. Okay, yeah. Is that just opening or?
It's been open about 2 months. So I don't know.
Did speaking about restaurants that have opened and closed in recently, I don't recall whether we did this in this group or not. Did we talk about restaurants that had closed over the years in this group?
No,
evidently not. Okay. I have a list here of restaurants that closed in the 60s and 70s and 80s. And I thought it would be fun just to go over it for a moment and to see, sort of, we missed it. We could have done it. We should have done it on Memorial Day because that was the weekend for it. But just let me start you off with one of them. And then if you know of any, just let us know. Of course, the original Howard Johnson's.
Oh, golly.
Oh, yeah.
Remember them? And they were all over the United States. And their ice cream was world famous, and their fried clams. And eventually, they didn't make it. So anybody has any other chains that you want to mention? I'll see if it's on my list.
How about Horn and Hardart?
Who?
Horn and Hardart.
Yeah. That's not on my list. It should have been.
But they owned a lot of Burger Kings. They became Burger King franchisor in New York.
Howard, how about the Stuckey's Group?
They were interesting. They were one of the first fast food places. What you used to do is go in there. As a kid, it was great. You stuck a nickel or a quarter into a slot, turned it, and out came whatever you saw. It was really a fabulous concept.
I remember going into New York City as a kid and doing that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if you go on my Facebook page, that's my background. Is a guy putting money into the slot.
Into the slot. It was really very cool.
What was the name of the place again?
I'm sorry?
What was the name of the place again?
Hornet and Hardart.
Okay.
It was started in Philadelphia by 2 partners, and the 2 partners split off. And I think Horn, or I forget which one, stayed in Philly, and one did New York, and they both were very successful for a long time. And they sort of just went out of fashion.
Howard, how about the Hungry Fisherman?
Who?
You never heard of the Hungry Fisherman?
Yeah.
Oh.
Brian had. Oh, yeah. I think it was more of a Southeastern type thing. But, okay. Oh, well.
What about these 2 locations? Chris probably would know them. Lum's and Coco's.
Coco's. Oh, yeah.
Is it Coco's?
Coco's was part of Far West Services. Lum's was out of South Florida.
There was a Coco's there at Lenox Square, wasn't there? right
think
there
so.
where,
Yeah.
right by, Cross Street from Lenox Square.
I have one here that I did not know the history of, and this is interesting. Remember Bonanza Steakhouse?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right? That was started in 1963 by none other than Dan Blocker, who played Big Hoss on the TV show Bonanza. And as of 2023, there were only 3 left after closing 100.
Mhm.
I don't recall why or how they closed, but I remember them being around.
How about
So,
how about whatever happened to the macaroni grill?
It's there's still a couple here and there, but you know,
Girl,
there's
Are they
They
owned by
tried-
Darden's? Who are they owned by?
no.
No, it wasn't Darden.
Turner.
Brinker. Brinker.
Brinker.
Brinker. Yeah.
I don't know. Did they go totally out of business, all of them?
Not all of them. I think there's still a couple around here and there. I mean, I see
Yeah.
resumes of people from time to time. It's just, but it's a shadow. It's almost like a punch drunk fighter, you know, just kind of hanging on, just Kind
Yeah,
of sad. How about Burger Chef?
Oh, yeah.
Burger Chef
And Jeff?
and
Yeah.
Hey, Brian, do you remember a restaurant in Atlanta called Danvers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you go in there and you would sit on these the seats were made of
Mhm.
barrels.
Yeah.
They were barrels. I guess they were just a little small concept that didn't survive.
it was a southeastern concept. There was 2 guys. Danny Love was one of the guys, and I don't know Vernon somebody was the other guy. Dan Ver. Okay. And
Yeah. That's probably the reason they went out of business, because of my dad. I'll never forget. Well, we were sitting there eating, and I was in high school, and we're sitting there like, so I don't know what my dad was doing, but he was messing with the mustard, and the mustard top flew off, and it went all over my dad's brand new suede jacket.
Oh.
That's Ray Lotus filter.
No, it's just, you remember things with your parents. It's just like,
Hey, you guys remember Ponderosa?
Oh,
yeah.
Keeping it in the steakhouses. That was started in 1965 in Indiana, and they had 700 locations. That's a lot of steakhouses. In
Mhm.
2008, they filed Chapter 7, and in 2023, there were 13 left.
Ponderosa was my first restaurant job ever, making $2.25 an hour
Oh, wow.
Really?
Oh,
as a busboy. Yep.
What about oh gosh, it just left me.
Well, how about Lee's Chicken? Do you guys remember that?
No.
It was a place in Jacksonville. It may have been just a local franchise, but they made some of the best biscuits, just good fried chicken. And then also my first job, I've only seen one, and that was a while back, Fazoli's.
Yeah, they're
yeah.
still open.
They're still open. We have one here in Huntsville.
They're out of Lexington, Kentucky.
Yeah, I wouldn't go there.
But what about Shoney's?
Oh,
yeah.
They're still
Funny.
around, aren't they?
No.
Yeah.
No.
yes,
We
there's
don't
one in
have one here.
Vidalia, my friend,
So
I
what's
think
that?
I still have my bear.
and it's
Chris?
They're
Well-
around. They're one in Tennessee and
Yeah.
not Hendersonville.
Well, the news
but
hasn't hit Tennessee yet.
by the mom.
This was a concept before its time, and correct me if I'm wrong, but Herschel Walker was involved in it in the 80s. Delights. Does anybody remember Delights?
Was that
It was
ice
supposed to be
cream?
like a healthy concept.
Yeah, ice cream, right?
no,
it was
No?
burgers and stuff like that.
So Herschel broke off and
Potato
actually
skin.
started his own chicken company, and he actually does a lot of he franchises a lot of that fried chicken finger, like the raw chicken finger product. So it's under Herschel's So he actually just kind of co-packs them and spreads those out, got out of the restaurant into co-packing.
Yeah, Mike, he was at the several times at the Georgia Association of Convenience Stores.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think Tyson makes it for him.
Yeah.
Shaquille O'Neal has a chicken restaurant now.
Yeah, big chicken.
And yeah, and they're growing like crazy.
Yeah.
I do think for page 9 of today's restaurant news, there's a good article on Red Lobster closing,
Yes.
filing Chapter 11 for too much free shrimp.
No, it wasn't the shrimp.
Wait a minute. That's actually what got them, because they were buying from a shrimp purveyor overseas, and they let all the other shrimp companies that they were buying for, when the new guy took over, he was Oriental, he was from over there, and he wouldn't buy shrimp from anybody but that company, and that company's prices were a whole lot higher, and they insisted on that all you can eat shrimp deal, and that's technically what closed the door for them. Right, Mike?
Yeah.
Well, Chris, I sent the article to Chris, and he dove in.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I just don't see how a promotion that on paper has been reported losing $11 million could sink a 650 unit full service restaurant company averaging over $3 million a unit. I mean, yeah, did it hurt? Sure. Was it 51% of the vote that sunk them? That's a little bit
back behind that.
It's a long decline. If you went in there, it's like they need redesigns. Their carpet sucks. Like there's just so many problems. It's a death of 1,000 cuts. And COVID didn't help anybody. So
no, but they said that this was definitely the.
Well, it wasn't the promotion; it was the guy that was buying, right?
Right, and he came out very wealthy, and the shrimp, they were paying more for the shrimp than they were selling it for. So, and they wouldn't change. The guy wouldn't change. So he was in with this other company, and that's actually what sealed the deal.
You know what he needed? He needed you fired.
Yeah.
Hey, Howard,
ran for Congress.
Whatever happened to Church's Chicken and Mrs. Winter's Chicken?
Church's still around.
Well, they opened up a Mrs. Winter's.
Still about 500 locations throughout the country.
Well, they opened up a Mrs. Winter's here in Huntsville, and in less than a month, it shut down.
Yeah.
They're good.
Oh, they were well. I loved them in Atlanta, but I guess they're hard here. They're hard to compete with the Bojangles and the Popeyes.
Have you heard of Victoria Station?
Oh yeah.
Victoria Station started in 1969, and all the restaurants were independent, and they were all in a train boxcar that was put together. Big novelty in the 70s, over 100 locations, and they all closed in 1992. I remember going to one not far from Miami Airport.
It was good. Prime rib.
Yeah. Salad bar.
Yep.
The 84th Aero Squadron, is that it?
That's a different company. That's Specialty Restaurants.
Yeah, they have one at Peachtree DeKalb Airport, 57th Fighter Group.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Here's another one that I didn't know the background of. Maybe you guys do. The Ground Round. Now I know the restaurant, and I thought it was pretty good, but it was opened in 1969, and evidently it was owned by Howard Johnson.
Right.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It was sort of a concept like Fuddruckers, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, what happened to Fuddruckers? I like it.
But you
I
mentioned earlier
remember
about
growing up. Hey, Steve, I can tell you, I remember when I was working for Fuddruckers as a busboy, we had anybody that was a busboy or worked back in the kitchen was included in a class action lawsuit against Fuddruckers because they were using miners to break down the saws and the blades in the meat cutting room. And I think that may have started to hurt her, because I remember getting one of those. I asked my mom, what do I do? She goes, just throw it away because it's no big deal for you. But yeah, it was huge.
Yeah.
We
I used
still
to
got
work
one down
there.
here in Palmetto Bay. So if you-
When I was a kid, I worked there, man. I'm just, but you remember, you talk about Delights. It was named Delights because the founder was Doug Shealy. So D is in Doug, and there you go. And they got up to about 50 units throughout the Southeast United States. But then they did close up. And I remember when Delights went out in Georgia.
Oh,
The lights went out in Georgia. Oh my God. No.
For those that were paying attention, got it.
Too many onions.
Hey, that was done by Reba McEntire. How about that?
Thank you, Reba's agent. We appreciate that.
You're welcome. Anybody hear that by Reba McEntire sing that? She did a
No.
really good job with that song.
Yeah.
You want to hear a Reba McEntire story? We went to a restaurant. We were in Tennessee, and we went to a restaurant, and we were waiting for our table. Or we were just pulling into the parking lot, actually, and we saw a black SUV pull up in front of the restaurant. Terry was in the waiting room. I think I was out, and I saw this SUV pull in, and I walked in, and there was a waiting bench, and there were two young girls sitting on the bench, and Terry was sitting there, and the door opened up, and a woman walked in wearing a full-length mink coat. And this is in the summer. No, I'm kidding. But during the winter. And she walked in, and the manager opened the door for her, and she said, "You have my room ready?"
No,
And
she's my table ready.
What?
She said, "Is my table ready yet?"
Yeah. So nobody said a word. Nobody. I was the only one. I never listened to country music, never heard Reba McEntire. And I said to the two girls at the Terry, "Do you know who that was?" And they said, "That was Reba McEntire." And the two girls almost collapsed because they didn't recognize her.
Well, she was still standing there, so they started texting on their phone. She had her bodyguard, her husband, and her son with her.
What was the restaurant that I forgot? That probably closed too.
Popular steakhouse. I don't remember. But she doesn't let anybody on her street. She wants the street closed off by the city so no one can drive by and see her. Her horse farm, which is about 100 acres, and it has a stable that would rival anybody's mansion for the horses.
She left. She went back to Oklahoma.
She's insane. I mean,
how about Le Peep Grill? Anybody ever hear that?
Yeah, that was a breakfast and lunch place. La Peep.
Correct. Correct.
And now it's La Closed.
Hey, Chris, whatever happened to Sizzler?
Yeah, that was on the list too.
It was owned by Collins Foods out of California. There might still be some in California, but yes. I know on their last leg, they started doing coupons galore. And I took my office, about 7 of us, to the Sizzler because it was like buy one lunch, get one free. And so the manager looks at the coupon that his company gave to me, and he goes, "What'd you do? Bring the whole neighborhood?" I said, "Not anymore."
My wife worked for one in Manassas, Virginia. She did the salad bar.
Did anybody ever hear of Tad's Steakhouse? Oh, yeah. Maybe Steve did. They were on Times Square. For $1.59, you got a full steak dinner.
Right.
Jeez.
We're talking a long time ago, and the steak
was it horse meat?
What?
Was it horse meat?
Aww.
No, but he paid $1.59 and he paid $18.95 to go to the Peep Show next door.
Okay.
How about the Brown Derby?
Oh yeah,
out of California.
Those were in Holiday Inns, weren't they?
That was a big Hollywood place, wasn't it? The Brown Derby?
Yeah. Being from California, I know exactly where it was. And they kept the Derby hat. They knocked the building down, but they kept the big brown dome that was cemented in, and they kept it as a landmark up there in the same spot.
Hmm.
How about
Hey,
Steak and
Howard.
Ale?
Oh, yeah.
Remember Steak and
I
Ale?
love that place. That-
There's
Opened
a
in
guy
six.
there's a guy trying to revive Steak and Ale in Bennigan's. He's out of Texas, and he's trying to open a Steak and Ale in Minneapolis at this time.
Really?
Yeah. Paul Mangalamay or something like that.
You know,
Uh-huh.
they say something doesn't work once or twice, not going to work a third time.
Hey,
Well-
Howard, is Farrell's on that list?
Who?
Oh, I love Farrell's Ice Cream Parlor.
Farrell's, is it on the list?
How about Magic Pan?
Oh, yeah, I remember Magic Pan. That was a
Oh.
good, didn't Chris work for them?
Yeah, he did.
Yep.
Magic Pan was started by Polish immigrants. Am I right?
No.
Kurt?
Hungarian.
No. Well,
I have it written here. Started in
Oh.
San Francisco by Hungarian immigrants in the early 70s.
yeah, I know.
Started
that's
this
where-
chain it was a crepe place. They had an actual crepe machine that made any and all kinds of crepes.
That's right. And it would it started by Paulette and Leslie Fono, Fono. In
You
19
remember that still?
I
Holy
worked for them. I worked for them for 4 years in Denver, Kansas City, Omaha, Cleveland, and Chicago. And
all in 4 years?
ran the lowest volume and the highest volume Magic Pan. We
Wow.
served 11,000 customers 1 month in Chicago.
Good.
Wow.
235 seat restaurant.
Oh, whatever happened to Unos and Duos? That's another
Still
one.
around.
They're still there, yeah.
Uno's is now selling pizza in the store. You can get a Uno's pizza at Food Lion, conveniently located on the main
Fun
street.
fact about Uno's, they won the New England Clam Chowder competition like 4 years in a row.
Really?
Yeah, they had a really good plan. It was originally from Boston, so
That's right.
Oh, I thought Unos was originally Chicago. Originally,
Chicago style
deep-
pizza, but it was
deep dish-
started in Boston.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know, this discussion that we're having about restaurant that closed, I want to direct you to reading my column for June. It involves what a restaurant chain, how a restaurant chain can support their customers, and it happens to be about Texas Roadhouse, and where we were last night, and they went beyond what a restaurant normally does to assist their customers and build their customer service. Just take a quick read.
They're
Only
still dinner
500.
only, right?
What's that?
Are they still dinner only? No
No.
lunch?
No, I think they're open for lunch on the weekends. I don't know about during the week.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, when they're open, it's like a train station. The people are always coming in. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Well,
Great resource for customer service is Unreasonable Hospitality by Will Guidera. He's got a book out, probably in multiple languages now, and he's got a podcast and he does video updates weekly. But check it out, Unreasonable Hospitality. And he was the former manager, then owner of 11 Madison Park, which at one point was the #1 restaurant in the world in New York City.
Holy.
Great book, yeah.
Do you know John Chisholm? How do you TSCHOCL? Something like. He's a customer service consultant.
And many.
He writes for us occasionally. Well, anybody else have anything, or so I'm going to confirm the 21st for the combined meeting, and if there's nothing else, I'm going to conclude this meeting. I thank you all for coming, and have a safe and happy week and let the sauce be with you.
It is.